Namaste Gurukulians, this is Rajni TGT SST. Today we are going to continue the chapter Water. This is a part 3. We have done with part 2 in our previous lecture. Today we are going to discuss the tsunami. The earth pandemonium. Okay, today we are going to discuss tsunami, the earth pandemonium. Okay, in the last lecture we discussed about the waves, and we understood that how waves originated, and when wind exerts strong pressure on water, then these waves change into huge waves and convert in the form of tsunami. Okay, so today in this lecture we will understand about the tsunami of 2004 in Indian Ocean. Okay, tsunami which originated in Japan, that was also created tremendous destruction. But in your book the tsunami of Indian Ocean is given, so we will discuss this tsunami in comprehensively. We will discuss this tsunami. Okay. So in this what we will discuss in this, we will discuss how that tsunami originated and what was the impact of that tsunami. Okay, so let's start. Tsunami, the earth pandemonium. So first we'll understand the meaning of pandemonium. We will understand the meaning of this word. Okay, pandemonium is a word which derived from the Latin word which means all evil spirit. Okay, means related to bad, or if we talk about its literal meaning, then its literal meaning is it refers to a state of evilness, or we can say troubleness. Okay, means relating to bad, or we can say when something is not going good or something destructive happens. So that is pandemonium. Okay, so now we will discuss the originating point of this tsunami. What was the originating point of tsunami of 2004 in Indian Ocean? So what was the originating point? We can say the waves originated due to earthquake. I am repeating, the waves originating due to earthquake with epicenter close to the western boundaries of Sumatra. I am writing here. The waves originated due to earthquake with the epicenter close to the western boundary of Sumatra. See, I am repeating it. The waves originating due to, what was the reason of waves origination? The reason was earthquake. Okay, waves originating due to earthquake with the epicenter. What was the epicenter? Epicenter was close to the western boundary of Sumatra. Sumatra is an island of Indonesia. Okay, and where this tsunami originated? This tsunami originated the western boundaries of Sumatra, which is an island in Indonesia. Okay, so why this? We have understood two things. The reason why that tsunami originated, and the epicenter was western boundary of Sumatra. Okay, so we have already cleared about the two questions. Now as we discussed that this tsunami originated due to earthquake. due to earthquake. Because of earthquake, tremors originated. Okay, tremors means zameen ka hilna. Okay, because of that tremors, water started vibrated and the water of that ocean shifted, can shift a large amount of water shift from one in coastal areas. And what was the near coastal areas at that time? So the nearest land mass of Sumatra was India, Sri Lanka and Andaman Nicobar. So we can write nearest land mass are India, Sri Lanka and Andaman Nicobar Islands. Okay, are you getting what we are doing? So the nearest landmass were India, Sri Lanka and Andaman Nicobar. So these were the places, or these were the coastal area which was tremendous destruction. There was tremendous destruction because of that tsunami. Okay, so we have understood that tsunami, the earth pandemonium. What is mean by pandemonium? We have already discussed that it is a state of, it refers to a state of unevenness, troubleness. Okay, so after that we discussed that tsunami of 2004 Indian Ocean. Okay, and we have already discussed that what was the nearest landmass which was directly or we can say mostly affected areas were India, Sri Lanka and Andaman Nicobar. These were the coastal areas that was they were directly affected by that tsunami. Okay, so now we will see how that tsunami originated. Okay, or how that tsunami formed. Okay, what was the reason? See, so now we'll see how that tsunami originated and what was the impact of that tsunami. Okay, so Indian plate went under the Burma plate. Okay, so as we already studied in previous chapter or previous lessons that our earth is almost floating on the lithospheric plate. Okay, there are different plates and the Indian plates went below the Burma plate. That's why the earthquake developed. Okay, so earthquake of 9.0 Richter scale was originated. Okay, means as you already know that we measure the earthquake in Richter scales, and 9.0 Richter scale earthquakes originated and at that time in that tsunami. Okay, so after thrusting of the Indian plate below the Burma plate, the water mass rushed back toward the coastline. What does it mean? As we already discussed that Indian plate went under the Burma plate. Okay, so because of earthquake, because the water felt vibration, and because of that vibration the water rushed back toward the coastlines, means the near the area, that is coastal areas, and water rushed back toward that area. Okay, next is Indira Point, southernmost point of India. Okay, got submerged in that tsunami. Okay, Indira Point in the island of Andaman Nicobar Island. In that island there is a lighthouse, Indira Point, which is the southernmost point of India, that was also submerged in that tsunami. Okay, in the tsunami of 2004, more than 10,000 people were affected, or we can say died, we can say displaced. Okay, and lakhs of houses were affected in that tsunami. Okay, most affected were the coastal areas of Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, Kerala, Puducherry, and Andaman Nicobar Island. So these were the most affected area, or we can say worst affected area, which was vastly affected in that tsunami. So that area was Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, Puducherry, Kerala, and Andaman and Nicobar Island. So these were the reason that how that tsunami originated, and these are the impact these are the impact of that tsunami which was originated in Indian Ocean. So here one question arises. What is that question? Question is, can we predict the tsunami? ओके, एज यू सी न्यूज़ चैनल में क्या होता है कि आपको पहले ही बता देते हैं एस्ट्रॉइड्स मीट्रॉइड्स आने वाले हैं. सो द क्वेश्चन इज, कैन वी प्रिडिक्ट सुनामी ऑल्सो? Yes, the answer is yes, we can predict tsunami. We can predict 3 hours before of a potential tsunami. We can predict a potential tsunami before 3-4 hours. Okay, so now we will see the difference, or we will compare the Pacific Ocean and Indian Ocean. Let's start. Pacific Ocean versus Indian Ocean. Okay, so Indian Ocean versus Pacific Ocean. Now we will see Pacific Ocean versus Indian Ocean. Okay, the probability of earthquake tsunamis are greater in Pacific Ocean than Indian Ocean. Why? अर्थ जो है, लिथोस्फेरिक प्लेट जो है, वो मॉल्टन मैग्मा के ऊपर फ्लोट कर रही है, और जो दैट इज़ बाउंड्री, और बाउंड्री में जो अर्थक्वेक और सुनामी आने के चांसेस होते हैं वो क्या होते हैं, सबसे ज़्यादा होते हैं. और जो पैसिफिक ओशन है, यहाँ पर क्या है, वॉल्केनोज हैं, इसकी बाउंड्री पे वॉल्केनोज हैं और जॉइंट्स हैं, प्लेट्स हैं. सो दीज आर द रीजंस दैट earthquake probability of earthquake and tsunamis are greater in Pacific Ocean than Indian Ocean. If we talk about comparatively, if we talk about the Indian Ocean, then this is a stable boundary, or we can say comparatively stable boundary than Pacific Ocean. So that's why the reason of less earthquake and tsunami is that. Okay, so one thing more which we want to discuss in this chapter, that tsunami of December 2004 is the most devastating tsunami in the last several hundred years. Okay, I'm writing here. Tsunami of December 2004 is the most devastating tsunami in the last several hundred years. Okay, so the tsunami of 2004 was the most destructive tsunami, we can say, most devastating tsunami in the last several hundred years. Why we are saying that this was very destructive, or this was very devastating tsunami? Because of what was the reason? Reason was lack of monitoring. मॉनिटरिंग कैसे? समुद्र की हलचल का पहले ही पता नहीं लगाया गया कि सुनामी क्रिएट हो सकती है. ओके, नेक्स्ट वी कैन से lack of knowledge, or we can say knowledge among the coast dwellers of Indian Ocean. Okay, See, there was lack knowledge among the coast dwellers. Coast dwellers, the persons who were living near Indian Ocean. Okay, who were living in coastal areas. Those people were coast dwellers, and they didn't have any knowledge of precautions of tsunami. Okay, and the third reason we can say the early warning system, lack of early warning system. There was no early warning system of that tsunami. So these were the reasons that tsunami was very much destructive, or we can say tremendous destruction it created. Okay, so we have discussed about the earth pandemoniums, we have discussed about the tsunami of 2004 in Indian Ocean, and these were the reasons why this tsunami was so much destructive. So this was all about today. Thank you so much. Keep watching the video. Have a good day.